All right, so this is pretty crazy, and admittedly, I don't know who life at Ubisoft is. I don't know how reputable they are, but I got this tweet from them and I immediately followed them because you know how Division 2 community or the Division community is in general and how passionate we are about our game, you know, and the fact that we want a Division 3. And that's what the tweet basically is talking about. And it's crazy because, you know, I've slowly begun to drift away from the Division in general. Simply because, I mean, I can't just stay doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I need versatility. I need evolution. And the minuscule updates that they've been having lately over the past 3 or 4 years has just not been able to keep me. This latest update, you know, bringing back Firecrest and a few other things that were, you know, reminiscent of Division 1, you know, I was going to cover because I'm interested in that. But an announcement like, first of all, let me just read the tweet. Okay, Julian Garrity has been appointed executive producer for the Division game brand. And Julian Garrity, if you guys don't know, he's always the spokesperson at announcing new projects. He was the one who announced the new Star Wars. But he's being appointed to oversee all games and products, including Tom Clancy's The Division 3, led by 𝐸, who is actively building a team for the game. Okay, now I knew in the back of my mind that this was going to happen. No matter what they said, there were always leaks and rumors that people were talking about, oh, is Division 3 in the works? Yes, no, maybe so. But I just always knew it was going to happen. Like, why wouldn't it happen? You know, Division 2 and Division 1 has such a diehard following, and it's just a great game. I mean, back in the day, it's actually the game that I built my channel off of. This is what I started on, and this is what I've been passionate about for a long time. You know, Division is near and dear to my heart, and that's why you would hear so much passion in my build videos back in the day. And then, like, they slowly, I wouldn't say started to fade, but I'm like, yo, what's going on here? I mean, is there something? Are they going to bring something else? Are they going to, you know, reignite that fire that this community has for the game? Because when you do all these other projects like Star Wars and Avatar, and I don't know personally, I don't know why they would start pursuing that other than the Division. Division can be the face of Ubisoft. That's how good the game is. So the tweet, it led to more information for an article where it discussed more of it in detail. Okay, and this just came out an hour and a half ago. So let me read this article and we can talk about it from here on out. Garrity is excited to return the Division. Before he joined Tom Clancy's Division team as an associate creative director in 2014, which is when Division 1 came out, he remembers seeing the promise in its first reveal at E3 2013. And that's what I felt too. When that Christmas reveal came out, it changed and it revolutionized what we thought, you know, gaming could be. It changed from that point on, man. Tell me I'm lying. When the Division came out, an RPG open world looter shooter, it changed everything in third-person shooters and gamers for me, and it created this diehard following. But he says, I remember the gameplay promise, the co-op, PvP, the open world, RPG aspects, its world seemingly very relatable and very realistic, like you could really be an agent for change within it. I remember I was running down the street and showing my sister the gameplay, and she said, yo, I used to live down the street from there when she used to live in New York. It was crazy. But after joining the team at Massive Entertainment, a Ubisoft studio, and shipping the original in 2016, he moved to Tom Clancy's The Division 2 as creative director, where he and his team crafted a new adventure in the summertime streets of Washington. Now he's setting his sights on Tom Clancy's The Division 3, as well as the plethora of other projects set in the Division universe, you know, Heartland and Division Mobile and stuff like that. A care focus of Garrity's is to build a team for Tom Clancy's Division 3, which will be led by Massive Entertainment, while making sure Tom Clancy's Division 2 remains well supported. Outside of that, his attention will be on a solidification of brand identity. We may have over 40 million players, but the Division is still in its early years as a franchise. There are so many incredible stories to tell, places to explore, and people to protect. Facts, man. A key through line Garrity stresses is that every single expression of the Division needs to be of the highest quality. I think that we deliver that with Tom Clancy's Division's cutting-edge visuals, incredible gameplay, and promise to the player that they can't get this experience anywhere else. And then again, with Tom Clancy's Division 2, it's about refinement. It's about pushing the quality bar consistently forward. Julian remains fully committed to making Star Wars Outlaws a success both for the development team and fans. He will remain on the project through launch to ensure the game meets the intended creative vision and provide a great experience for players. When asked, is there anything else Garrity wants to let players of the Division know about its future, he brought up the talent of the Ubisoft development teams. There are a huge number of talented developers currently working on the brand, and I think that having more consistency can only make everybody's work sing. Okay, now, if that ain't official, I don't know what else is. This is official. Division 3 is in the works, and we don't know when it's going to come out. We don't know where it's going to be, but we know it's going to be great. They have to. All right, so this is my advice going forward for Julian and the team or whoever else watches this. They have to look at the mistakes from before. Okay, look at what they did right in the Division 1. Look at what they did wrong in the Division 1 and 2. Combine both of them. Look at what Heartland is doing. A lot of you haven't played Heartland. Okay, I played the Division Heartland extensively, and I know how that game plays. I actually made some videos about it. The game is great. The gameplay, the concept. I'm not even going to talk about the concept. Okay, the gameplay and how they fuse Division 1 and 2 is perfect. Okay, if they use that as a model to catapult Div 3, it would be a match made in heaven. And then build upon that, it would be great. Along with everything that Division has as far as the builds, the exotics, the game. You already know. If you're a Division fan like me, who's been here from the beginning, do you know what I'm talking about? This goes without saying. Division as a concept is an amazing game, and it can't be replaced by anything. Lately, I've been playing Starfield, I've been playing Remnant 2, all these other games I've been playing and making content on, and I like the games, but they all have like a short lifespan in terms of replayability. I mean, Starfield has replayability, but you know, there's nothing like the Division when it comes to build making. It has this something about this proprietary build making concept that nobody else can top, not even Remnant 2. I play Remnant 2, you know, they have builds and stuff like that, but it's not like the Division, you know. And the end game for Remnant 2 is just boss killing. How fast can you melt this boss? You know, Division has a rich story that they can delve deep into. But I suggest that, you know, in building off of Heartland, you know, Red Storm is making Heartland, and I think that's one of the huge reasons why the gameplay is such a desirable aspect of the game in my eyes, because Red Storm is who developed the PvP in Div 1, and why so many people were in love with Division 1's PvP, right? I just think that the concept of the Dark Zone and the concept of taking people's gear is controversial in a way, but is at the same time the most unique system added to any game in the history of PvP. The Dark Zone, I mean, don't go in there if you don't want to get griefed, or if you feel like it's unfair. Furthermore, the devs should make a Dark Zone that you can choose whether or not you want to play in PvP or PvE. That will solve your problem right away. Then you'll have the people who want to play with PvP and the people who just want to play PvE. Problem solved. You know, and I think that honestly they're smart enough to realize that these are the things that people want. I'm sure that there are going to be tons of forums and tons of feedback that people are going to give, like us, the YouTubers in the community. You know, give your feedback. Tell them what you want. Tell them what's good for the game, so that we can have a perfect product come out and release. Nothing's perfect, but almost perfect. I'm not going to go too deep into this. You know, I'll be making more videos about suggestions about what the game should be, about what they should have. But man, this is like such great news, and this is actually going to give me even more hype for going into creating content for the next patch, which I already have builds made for. Because, you know, the idea of making builds and stuff in the Division 2, the motivation goes down when we see that the future is bleak. When we see that, okay, what's the point? Am I going to keep making builds to the point where I'm grinding it and driving it into the ground? That's just not the way I do things. But when I see optimism in the future, that's what makes me hype. That's what gets me excited about making builds, about exploring the possibilities of what content I can make in the realm of the Division 2 and the Division 3 or whatever. So this is really great news. And I was actually about to upload another video for Starfield. I said, scratch that, man. I have to cover this today. And you're about to start seeing more Division videos in my rotation going forward. But that's all I want to say. I wanted to freestyle this video and just talk to y'all and express to you my excitement for this. And I'm telling you, there's probably tons of content creators already making videos about this, but this is the biggest news of 2023 for the Division 3. I don't make speculative videos. Oh, big things are coming in the future for the Division when I don't think that they are. Okay, incursions are cool. That's fine. Exotics are cool. You know, gear is cool. That's all cool, but that's all been done over and over again. But when you have the notion of a future, you know, when I'm getting chills right now, because when I saw that E3 2013 Christmas reveal for the Division 1, I seen all kinds of optimism. I seen all kinds of adventure about the snowy wasteland in Division 1 and what we can do. And we didn't even know about the build diversity it had until we got our hands on it and realized what we had, right? And then Division 2 came. When we saw the previews for that, we like, man, we about to have a part 2 of what we had in 1. You know, they changed the gameplay some, but just the feeling of what was to come is what we look forward to. So now, knowing that we're going to have a Division 3, we don't know where it's going to be. We don't know what the story is going to be like. We don't know what twists and turns they have. You know, we don't even know the origins of the hunters. We don't know what 𝐸 or the reason why she deflected and went to and became rogue. We don't know none of this stuff. So the possibilities of stories in the Division world are endless, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna stop talking your ear off. You know, let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. I mean, if you know me, you know I've never abandoned this game. It's always been close to my heart, and it's looked like it's coming full circle at this point, because I'm just ecstatic right now, man. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, and I can't wait to see what we have for the future. I'll catch you in the next one, fam. Be right out.